Welcome back. I tell you what, Nakuru is driving me crazy, or should I say Nakuru is bringing me back to life in the essence of the things that I really enjoy doing. You know what? Today we've got 3 special guests. Their names shortly. I've got here with me one that you've already met, an educationalist, and of course a fantastic Mr. Ibrahim. Right beside him on the right hand side we have got Pastor Dishon. Thank you so much, Duncan Buchanan. You become our first guest here in the evening. We greet you all the way from Kenya, and we're going to be bringing a live discussion. Learning and sharing is my passion, and of course our one and only wonderful Mr. Clive Lewis. For those who don't know him, I tell you what, he's also an engineer consultant, and today is going to be more about learning and sharing. And what we're going to be talking about is really interesting because as you know, I never miss any community development discussion. So for those who are joining me here in the evening, I'm capturing and of course bringing certain local discussion right from the grassroots. Yes, talk about housing, just there, it's coming. More people, yes, I wave at you, and your one and only African Queen, Juliet Makapila, straight down from Friday night. Friday night I am busy learning and sharing. And just before that, may I appreciate some of the very most important people who shape up a community, and thanks for all those likes. I can see your likes. Noel Weir, thank you for the likes, I can see you. And of course Darrell Model, thank you for joining in. May I take this opportunity to thank a fantastic dear friend and comrade as well, Mr. Clive Lewis. Thank you for bringing us to Nakuru. Many thanks. Sorry we got caught up there. But at this juncture, can I also appreciate some county assembly members and judges, honorable judges. We appreciate your contribution into the society. And of course, Nyandarua, Honorable Wahome, we thank you for the work that you're doing in Nyandarua. I've also just met a honorable from Meru. We thank you for your work that you're doing. We thank you as well, honorable from Nakuru. I will get my dear friend here to pronounce their name. And yes, yes, we appreciate his work. We've just heard that he's put light in all across Nakuru. We are absolutely blessed for that, and he has explained his passion about honoring the people of Nakuru. Many thank you, honorable. Is that Joel? Yeah,
Joel Maina Cairo.
Joel Maina Cairo. So we appreciate you. We appreciate your presence. We appreciate your government. We appreciate the work that you're doing in this government. And I thank you so much. Just meeting you and just knowing the work and the passion that you've got for people of Nakuru is absolutely, should I say more? Let's talk about matters of improving the community, and that is why I bring a special program here to you today. And so Dishon has lived in Dubai. I have lived in United Kingdom, and of course Clive has lived in Rugby and in London as well. So I tell you what, we're looking at different people. And of course we've got Ibrahim here, who has lived in Kenya, and we're gonna be just talking, and so bear with me as we just talk naturally. And this is just a special weekend. It's nothing but just a talk, an evening talk in a public place, and we are enjoying. Cousin Maxiliano, lovely to see you. Honest Lumpimpi, lovely to see you as well. Many thanks. So I was talking to Dishon earlier on, and I was asking him, what does he think development is all about? And he's very much into tell us first of all, what are you into? Tell the viewers what you're all
Well,
about.
my background is facilities management and or property management. I've been working with several companies in UAE. I've worked with the Dubai Refreshment Company.
Fantastic.
I've worked with Emirates, one of their branches, which is Costa Coffee, as a property administration manager, and some other companies like we have Abela and Company, which is a catering firm, which I worked for several years before leaving and joined the Dubai Refreshment Company. Now, looking back in those years when we were living, I've stayed there in UAE for more than 10 years.
And what is it like living in Dubai? Many
Dubai-
people wonder how it is living in Dubai.
Dubai is a beautiful cosmopolitan country with several nationalities from different backgrounds. Actually, it's a very nice place to gain experience in terms of work, and the level of development and advancement in that country is quite high. However, the humility of the locals in UAE is just amazing. The local nationals are beautifully humble. They have a wonderful culture,
Okay,
and they are very accommodating.
right.
If
And the weather?
The weather, it can turn any other way.
Yes.
Right now it's very hot, I
Yes,
believe.
yes.
But the winter seasons have basically started improving. Like from October to sometimes up to March.
Yes.
The weather can be nice.
Right.
After that, it can be simmering hot.
Okay.
But all in all, the lifestyle in Dubai is basically fast-paced. Being a 24-hour economy and the demands of trying to make sure that your work is done with excellence in terms of customer service, service delivery, and at the end of the day, earning your living and living a life that you would really anticipate to live in a country like UAE.
Yes.
And looking at the
Is there many Kenyans living there?
of course,
Okay.
When
What
we were-
attracts Kenyans to go there?
Kenyans, the main thing that attracts Kenyans basically is, I think it's the money.
Okay.
Plus the
So economic-
opportunities there. The
economic,
the economic
migration.
level of advancement in UAE when it comes to their currency is stronger, of course, than ours.
Okay.
So the attraction is that the way they have developed their economy, it makes it possible for us to go and work there. They recently introduced a 5% tax
Okay.
on all the things that you buy or goods and services. But that doesn't really infringe on your income a lot,
Right.
because depending on your level of income, depending on your level of work, you basically find that you're working in a comfortable environment. Unless
Interesting.
the work that you've gone to work or to do is low paying. It all depends with your ambition and with your hard work and with the opportunities that present yourself, depending on your education level also.
Oh, wow.
So if you go there and you have good education, good papers, of course, the opportunities are vast.
Right.
The number one most important thing for any Kenyan going to UAE is humility. Don't go
Okay.
there and start dreaming of heaven before you even start off from earth. You have to climb the staircase of success with your hard work. Be humble. Don't think that you know much better than anybody else.
Yes.
Because the cultures there don't really appreciate people who come in with pride.
Yes.
If you come in with your pride there, you will go back to your country so fast, or you will fail to succeed in that country with lots of frustration, because you will not go to the next step or the next level of the success.
Right.
However, when you work with humility, you are hardworking, you do your best,
Yes.
you will of course grow and succeed in whatever you do.
Yes.
Learn.
Good night, my dear. Hold on, and of course, hold on, everyone here. Hang on. Hello, my darling. That's my sister just walking past there. I love her to bits. Look at her. She came in to say good night to me here. And for those joining me in, we're just talking about, and I'm just hearing from Pastor Dishon and what's the life like from Dubai, and just his own experience. He's telling us about the experience in Dubai from his own perspective, and so he's lived there for many years, and of course I'm going to be telling him as well how UK is. So we are learning and sharing as well. I always encourage you to learn from each other. So you're hearing from Pastor Dishon here, and of course we thank, is that Kingsway? Was it King's
Revival Church?
Yes, he's a pastor who has got a lot of admiration for Kingsway Revival Church, led by
Pastor Dil Kumar.
Yes, can you say that again?
Pastor Dil Kumar.
We appreciate that church and the work.
Revival Church International.
Yes, and the work that they've done for the community here in Kenya. So hearing from him again. So back to what he was saying. He's telling us about humility. And that's a very wonderful thing, just to hear that the people of Dubai like humility. That is amazing.
They're very humble.
And yes.
They're very humble. And the other thing is, always look out for opportunities. The Kenyans who have succeeded in UAE, they always looked out for opportunities. Don't be in a hurry to make it in UAE. You will not. You'll be frustrated. You might end up looking at it from a very wrong perspective. But if you are patient, humble, and looking out for opportunities and working hard,
Yes.
wherever you start, it doesn't matter.
Right.
It is not where you start that matters. It
Right.
is where you are going.
Right. And what sort of work do Kenyans take when they get there?
Well, it depends with what opportunities is there. If it is a cleaner's job, if it's a security man's job, if it's an office job, it depends all in what opportunities are presented to you.
Okay.
If you get an opportunity to be a receptionist and you have a degree in UAE, that is not Kenya, where you'll have to say, I'm very highly qualified, I can't take this job. You don't have the money to continue existing in that country.
So
for
people
1 year.
are flexible, basically.
You have to be flexible,
Right.
extremely flexible for
Right.
you to climb the ladder of success in the Gulf. First,
And they encourage people to be
Oh, yes.
flexible.
Oh, yes.
Is that with their own citizens as well?
yes,
Okay.
be flexible. If you're going to be stringent, I've done business management, I have a degree in business management. If I don't get a manager's opportunity, I'm going back to my country. Well, you'll come back.
Right.
But if you get an opportunity as a security guard, even if you have a degree in your hand, a business management degree, be patient.
Right.
Just take your strides by faith. Trust God that things will work out for you
Right.
in that country. And work on your job, learn the cultures, understand the people, understand the opportunities that are there. Then move on. Because they have durations as per how long you can work in a particular job, depending on your level of education and depending on the opportunities that are there.
Oh, wow.
So if you start off like say a cleaner or a security guard, you'll have to work for like a year or two for you to transfer to another visa. So don't be in a hurry, because going there the first 6 months, maybe you have too many aspirations, you have too many dreams, you have a big family or so many expenses to take care of. You realize that the salary is not working out for you. It's up to you to adjust to what you have, then move on to what you want. That's how it has been over there. However, I can only say that it has been wonderful staying there, working there. It's a high time.
And you've learnt a lot.
Yes.
It has, you have,
The exposure
is brilliant.
understanding that it's just extraordinary.
And how do you feel when you come to Kenya, just to explain to people your sort of like this new sort of like experience, I should say?
What I can say is that whatever I've learned there,
Yes.
when I look at the way things are being handled here,
Yes.
I realize we are of course doing very well.
Well done.
Looking at 10 years ago, before I left, and now coming back, the level of development in Kenya is tremendous with the current government. Things have really improved.
Well done, Kenya. Your government is
We
being
are doing
praised.
good.
I
We
tell
are
you
doing
what,
good.
Kenyans are feeling it.
I don't
Kenyans from diaspora come in and they see new transformed Kenya. There you are, President Jubilee. You can hear right from another diaspora.
We are doing good.
But it's just a conversation, a Friday conversation. And again, I come back to the issue of transforming Kenya. The reason I do this kind of engagements is to bring people right down to the grassroots, of course, bringing us to the roots of the issue, to the roots of development, to the roots of understanding where we are doing well and where we are not doing well. So thank you so much to everyone joining me. And just out of interest, in Dubai, when you've been to Dubai, have you heard about Brexit? Or have you taken interest, or they don't even understand? What is the issue there?
Well, when you're in Dubai,
You yourself, have you heard about
Yes,
Brexit issues?
I've heard of Brexit. Well, I might not understand the dynamics of it.
Okay.
What I know is whatever works well for the people of Britain,
Yes.
let them go with it.
Okay.
If it doesn't work well for them, because you have to look at the long-term effects of whatever changes you want. If you're rushing to get out of the European Union just because you don't want them, then you are in trouble. But if you're looking at it in terms of protecting your sovereignty or protecting your economy, protecting your interests, well and good, go for it. I don't mind. What I can only say is that Kenya,
Yes.
we have grown.
Yes.
We have made strides in development that I'm proud of.
Okay.
And whatever I have gained out of the diaspora and coming back here, I came back to invest into our country. And I would urge anybody who is out there who is a Kenyan, if you're working outside this country, you are doing something for yourself, think about tomorrow, because at the end of the day, east to west, home is always the best.
Thank you for bringing us back down there.
Home is always the best.
Yes.
What I've seen in Nakuru, it has changed.
Yes.
10 years ago,
We didn't have lights. Now
we
we've
didn't
got
have
lights.
We didn't have streetlights, we didn't have proper roads.
Yes.
We had dusty roads, we didn't have proper housing.
Now we
didn't
do.
have proper water.
Yes.
It's amazing
Yes.
what the government of Jubilee has done. I'm not drumming up support for them,
Yeah.
but I'm just enjoying the fruits of success of this country and of this government. The medical facilities they've revamped, they have built, they have refurbished and established in this country. They're just tremendous.
Thanks to people like myself who have brought the voices
I'm telling you.
and educated our governors and MCAs. I tell you what, I'm saying to them, development is paramount. I tell you what, I'm absolutely delighted to hear from that.
It's wonderful.
You know what? It's amazing when you just see this. It's humility at its best. I'll bring you back to Clive just to tell us about Dubai. How would Dubai be affected with Brexit? Have you thought about
I don't know
that?
very much about Dubai,
Okay.
but I do agree with some of the comments about you have to be. Don't think you're better than anybody else. What I tend to find is the people. I'm pretty good at this. Yes. I've got a master's degree in business.
I take that back on. This is just drink talking, you know what I'm saying? But he's serious.
Yeah, I mean, I find
Yeah.
the people that talk the most
Yes.
and promote themselves the most
Yes.
are the people that know the least.
Yes.
And I can spot bullshit a mile off. And so can a lot of our top class engineers. And I could also be good at identifying who is clever.
Yes.
And I naturally get on well with them.
Yes.
I've got a low tolerance for incompetence and a low tolerance for bullshit.
I know. And you say it as it is.
I'll say it is.
But anyway, tell us more about Brexit issues. Is it something that you think would affect Dubai? I know you said you don't know. Tourists like to go to Dubai. Have you thought about that
I
one?
don't think it will affect. Well,
Would it have a
it
ripple
won't
effect?
affect tourists going to Dubai.
Okay. What about the
it-
exchange rates? Have you thought about
There
that
was
one?
the exchange rate and the fact that the economy is predicted to shrink
Yeah,
between 6% and 9%.
that's what I was going to ask you.
And so there's going to be less money available for people to spend. I mean, a lot of British people have bought,
We need to look into Dubai actually and Brexit issues, isn't it?
bought property in Dubai.
Yeah,
And Spain.
that's true.
Yeah.
There's plenty of British people who are employed in UAE. Also.
Yes, loads of them, yeah. So money, pound, and you know,
Of course.
if they are being paid in, oh, that's something else we could think about. If they are being paid in pound form, how does that impact in Dubai? That's a question to set up, actually.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's a very interesting thing.
Well, they usually pay in dirhams.
Okay.
But of course, I don't know how it goes down to.
Like British people, some of them come in and
I think
do
the
they
British
pay them?
government kind of protects its employees, people
Yeah.
who are employed
Pound.
in the Gulf.
Yes.
There is a certain level of income
That they have to have.
brackets that they have to be paid for certain jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever, for example, a British person is paid,
Yeah.
it's not going to be the same thing that a Kenyan would be paid or an Asian person.
Okay,
Because
interesting.
Your level of lifestyle in Britain
Yeah.
and the expenses there will not be the same
Okay.
as what we're going through.
Right.
So, for example, if I'm taking a job that is 1,000 dirhams,
Mm-hmm.
even if we are in the same level of employment, you won't be paid the same salary. It doesn't work the same way.
Mm-hmm.
So there has to be some way the government actually protects them. Like what we've seen the Filipinos doing,
Mm-hmm.
the Indians doing, the government, they're protecting their people. There is a certain level of income which the UAE people or the UAE government or the Gulf governments cannot pay their people.
Okay.
There is a
So you've got
certain-
a minimum wage.
Yes, there is a minimum wage
I
that
get
they
you.
have to accept for the people to take. So it's not
Interesting there. So interesting questions. Thank you so much Mary Kinyanjui, tunakukaribisha sana, and of course Geoffrey Kamau Maina, karibu. Joseph Maxilano, karibu sana. Tunazungumza tu, sorry I've taken into my Swahili, and we are welcoming people from Kenya as well, because this is a program, and of course I love to nurture education. And thank you so much to Clive for bringing us into the issues of Dubai. And someone is asking a question of have people thought about Arab countries and how that will impact how this issue of Brexit will shape up Arab countries. So an interesting question there coming in. So thanks for that question that you are asking there. Usal Yan Ula, welcome. Jenga George, karibu sana. Jackson Simatai, karibu sana. Thank you so much for watching from London. And of course, my dear, beautiful friend, Gloria Ada Adigwe, I salute you. I salute you because you have come in back for the twice here today. So I salute my dear good friend. And Jackson Simatai, who also works in the public works, we appreciate you. And of course, he's one of the people who has, he's really talented in doing the roads. A very talented person there, Jackson. Yes, I'm in Kenya, and I'm listening and discussing issues of Kenya, as you can see. We're now going to take you to a dear friend who is going to be telling us about community development in Nakuru, and I'll just set a question to him. If he was the governor, supposing he became the governor of Nakuru, what are the real developments that are needed in Nakuru? And I'll take you to Mr. Ibrahim. So just his passion, you know me, I like to feel people. You know what I like to feel people. So he's just a chat. You know, a chat is as good as just saying, and building the economy means that you take from different perspectives. You see the vision and understand the people that live in it. He lives in Nakuru. He sees Nakuru every day. He understands the people. He wants to bring us to what has worked very well, perhaps, maybe just his personal views. And sometimes I will withhold, you know, personal views means just him. You know, I will challenge him if I think he's just talking a little bit of crap as well. You know what I'm like, yeah? But to be just fair on him, to say thank you to the work that he's doing, he's very much interested in issues of improving the economy as well. Tell us a lot, and of course, for those who would have watched him, he had spoken to us about the new issue of the government taking and shaping up education policies here in Kenya, and he likes the issue of NVQs, which he was telling us a few days back. So if you followed some of his chats, he is advocating and seeing the potential of advocating for the new system. So for those who have not heard from him, here he is again. I bring him back live to you and back to Ibrahim here today. So yes, we were speaking and people are following you again. So we bring you back here. So what's the potential of Nakuru? How well are we doing in education in Nakuru, by the way, as compared to other places in the country?
Thanks so much, Juliet. As I said, my name is Ibrahim Robertson. I'm not changing it. Basically, education in Nakuru is doing well.
Thank you so much. Watching from Gloucester, Mary Kanyanjui, na kupongeza sana. And of course, Abi Omoje Hovajire. Thank you so much for watching. She's one of our journalists. She really is good in journalism, and she brought me in. She's also brought me into news. So Abby, acknowledging your presence over there. And of course, Benjamin, I love you. Say hello to your wife over there. Yes, you were telling us about education.
Yes, education in Nakuru might be different.
Okay.
Depending on how the council have been set up. The first thing is Nakuru is a residential place. They will say life is very affordable. Number two, the business movement around is okay. The environment is very conducive for a number of things. So basically, and then because of the status of which Nakuru is coming up to be a city.
Yes.
Also, that's an added advantage.
Transforming it into a city.
Into a city. And because you have registered, the county has registered the speaker of the
Excellent.
County Assembly, Banajer Cairo. Already the laws, we have already a committee working on the municipal councils, helping us to develop Nakuru to the 6 standards.
Yes.
That also gives it a better
Yes.
position to be a better place to have more schools.
Fantastic.
Because when you go to Nakuru, you compare Nakuru with other counties, Nakuru has more schools than other counties, which means the environment at which the education will be supported is very conducive and friendly. So one is that Nakuru has a conducive environment that supports education strongly than other counties. Number two is a residential place. Most of those parents staying in Nakuru, they work in different counties, but they come back to reside with their families in Nakuru. So those are part of the things that have made Nakuru to be better off than other counties.
And when Mheshimiwa County Joel came here, he
Yes.
said that our county here is the best across the whole country. And he suggested that. Do you agree with him?
Yes, I
Absolutely.
agree with him 100%.
And I'm going to be biased because it's my county. Of course, I'm going to be a little bit biased. Well done to Nakuru County. We've got a question here coming. Jackson Simatai says, can you please encourage our leaders to come and see us for benchmarking? We run London, yet we have no opportunities to shape our urban towns in Kenya. How do you feel about that question?
That's
That is
very nice.
Jackson from Dubai as well. Let's go to Dubai, just 1 minute. What do you think about what Jackson Simetai is saying?
Well, I can say that our country has advanced in shaping up its towns much more better than it was 20 years ago. Nakuru didn't have proper roads 20 years ago. Nakuru didn't have proper water supplies 20 years ago. We didn't have the good schools that we have today 20 years ago. Whatever was there was in dilapidated state. We didn't have opportunities for business people to grow this country. Today, when you walk around Nakuru, you will think you are in Nairobi. Because the services that are rendered here for the business people, the opportunities that have been created by the government to recreate wealth and distribute opportunities for businesses in this county have really grown tremendously. You go to the estates, you will find the businesses booming. It's not like before. I might not understand the dynamics of how much they're making on each day, but I can simply tell you that the lifestyle in Nakuru has grown to Very
tremendously.
Yes,
That's
tremendously.
his views over there. So coming back to his question again, and I think what he's trying to draw in, how can we bring diasporas? Because a lot of diaspora, I don't know about Dubai, but say like in London, many people feel left out. So I think that's where he's drawing back his question. Do people in Dubai, apart from yourself, how do they feel? Do they have a different perspective?
Well, if you look at London, how old is London?
Okay.
It's more than 300 years old, right?
It started in the Roman times, so it's 1,700 years old.
Right.
1,700 years old. How old is Nairobi? And I wouldn't blame our forefathers for whatever they did or whatever levels of development they brought us to. What I can say is that what you have learned out there as the people who are in the diaspora, why don't we share it over such forums?
That's what we
London,
try.
right from the start to today, has always been a city of immigrants.
But it wasn't nice always. They had to build the city,
Yeah.
they had to bring in laws, rules, regulations, policies that changed the whole country. I mean, the whole city, and made it beautiful as it is today. All in all, we don't expect the government to change everything for us. The government is you and me.
Yes.
It is not the president, the vice president, and the members of parliament. The government is you and me. What ideas do we have? What input are we bringing in so that the government can take it from there and implement it? If they have not implemented it, it's our job to shout it out from these rooftops of YouTube, Facebook.
And I tell you what,
"You failed us."
Jackson Simitei, he says, I agree with the panel. My opinion is, why do we have to look back and not forward? Why dwell in the past and not the future? Another question.
That's so blank.
That's so blank?
It's so broad. It's so broad because
Yes.
I don't understand what is defined.
Okay.
But what I can only say is that where we are,
Yeah.
we have grown. How do you